Okay, let's start off with the soup and the drink. The drink is tea, a lemon flavored tea. Now the the soup calls for 200 DL, 200 DL. Wow, that'd be like 2 liters. 200 milliliter or 2 DL of tea. And this one does have these little cuts on both sides to make it easier getting. And this is chicken soup too. You can see the little noodles in there. And again, this is the top part, or the soup part of the mess kit for your liquids. And we'll give this a stir and let it get back to its natural state of yummy goodness. And the tea calls for 3 DL or 300 ml of water. Just got those same type of granules that we did in the Polish SRG, or patterned off the same type. It's definitely not the same thing. And we'll give this a stir. Okay, now with the rest of lunch, of course, we have our lovely soup. Looks like it has constituted very well. Our lemon flavored tea. And this comes with pineapples. So little pineapple chunks or little pineapple rings. I don't know exactly what it'll be. I imagine it'll be little squares like last time. Actually not. Slightly different. Actually little pineapple discs. There's 50 grams of that. They smell like the exact same sugared type treats. Another pack of Keks, but fortunately we have already opened up a package of these. These are really good crackers too, so I won't be tossing those out. And then we still have some of the Kavabon pieces that we can use for the remainder of the day, which I have saved some. And then, as we discussed, our beef spam type meat product. Going to take half of it and see how it tastes, just plain, just like this, and then we'll try to heat this up and see how that is. It's pretty dense. It's really potted meat. I don't really see much difference as compared to some of the other rations that I've had. So let's try the beef potted meat at room temperature first. I think it tastes just fine. In fact, that's probably how it is eaten out in the field, and why this stuff is still nice and hot. It's got some little green herbs floating around in here. It's a lovely chicken broth with some noodles. Give this a taste. The noodles are nice and tender. The chicken broth, it's pretty much just like any kind of bouillon or like cup of noodle, like chicken, that kind of nice broth. It's not overly salty, so that is really nice. Try one of our pineapple pieces. Yep, and it's that nice sugary pineapple, the same kind of taste and texture that you would get if you bought like trail mix or anything like that, except for it has a more pineapple-y flavor as opposed to sugar. So when you bite into it, that pineapple, those little pockets just release and you get that pineapple juice. It's really pleasant. And you can actually feel, you know, the individual cells. You know how pineapple, when you get a real one, it's got all those little, you know, ridges and cells inside. You can actually taste those and feel those when you're biting into this. Really pleasant. And now to wash that down with this lemon tea. Got a nice head on it. You almost think it was a beer. I guess that's to fool you out in the field and make you happy. I'm going to take a hunk of this, heat it up, and we'll try that on our keks. Okay, I know it's not a field stove or anything, but I just stuck this in the microwave. I originally just put it in there for 20 seconds, and that was almost too long. It started snap, crackling, and popping right around 12 seconds, so I took it out. So you can see the difference between heated and room temperature. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, that just warms up the cracker too. I mean, the cracker is already good, and it's almost kind of like it's a savory type cracker. You can't really taste any salt, but you know that there's salt inside of it. If you wanted to, you could actually grab your crackers, break them up in little pieces, and you could toss them in your soup as sort of a crouton, as long as you ate it real fast. And it probably wouldn't be bad if you added some of the potted meat in there too. Especially if you had to eat this, I don't know, 3-4 times a week and you were absolutely sick of it, that would give this another flavor dimension. Well, let's prepare dinner. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is we have to cook up our beef goulash. Now, in another review, I had quite an issue with stuff burning on the bottom. So I'm going to grab some vegetable oil real quick, spray it in there, and let's dump in our beef goulash. That definitely looks, come on, break, damn you. Looks nice and thick and hearty. Let's see if we can get it to all pour in there. We'll use our spoon to make sure that we get everything out of there. Well, pretty much everything. Like I said, this is 400 grams of beef goulash. So let's throw that up on the stove. Okay, just got done heating this up, and there's another neat kind of thing about this mess kit. You can put that side over there, so when you were going through the mess line, the chow line, to be able to fill up your stuff. Since this is really hot, I'm going to just get this on the tray as soon as possible. Okay, trays down, silverware, wet nap, we've got all of that. Just went and heated up our chow, did it right on the stove. And this is, wow, this is really splattering all over the place too. But 400, holy, oh man. Almost had a total spillover. Wow. That just goes to show how much stuff is inside of here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, I don't think we're in any jeopardy of, well, maybe in the back. Jeez. That is a lot of liquid, peeps. Okay, I think we're all right. So again, really large chunks of beef. Actually, it's pretty impressive. There goes Sherman. That is really impressive. Well, let's grab everything else. Dinner also comes with another package of Keks, but fortunately we still have some from earlier. These are really good crackers. I'm very impressed with them. Now, another thing that I saw are these pepper biscuits or pepper crackers. And pepper seems to be kind of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of a theme with this. Because when you got down to the bottom of that chicken soup, there was a bunch of pepper down there as well. And I think that is what made it so good for me. But these little pepper crackers. I know on MREinfo.com we were asking, what exactly are they? What is... And we really didn't get a great explanation, even though the gentleman's from Croatia. But maybe I will be able to let you guys know. And then we have that 50-gram bar of chocolate. Unlike some of the other ones, you don't get a hint or a smell through the wrapper. But man, that is some dark chocolate. Wow, the inside, just the inside of the wrapper smells absolutely sublime. I always was a fan of milk chocolate and didn't really particularly care for dark chocolate. But since doing these reviews, I have done like a complete and total reversal. Now I'm more of a fan of dark chocolate. And seeing how we did things backwards this time, now I need to make our last orange drink. Got back down here just in time with my orange drink to catch Sherman trying to climb on my little workstation. He smells all that beef. This time on a drink, instead of 200 ml or 2 DL, I ended up putting about 325, and I just added it incrementally, and it still has that strong tang flavor. Well, I've been dying to try this. So without further ado, the beef goulash. Well, I can say with 100% certainty that is real meat. It's nice, it's chewy, it is slightly stringy, but that's just through the cooking process, because they really have to cook these things really good to make sure that the end user or the warfighter or soldier just does not get sick. Has a slightly tomatoey type of beef broth sauce or goulash. I don't see any like potatoes or anything, so it's literally just beef with the sauce and fat, because that was just a chunk of fat that I just tried. Yum. Try a little bit of this with our kek, and this is like just all one large piece, and you can see it's got fat and gristle and all this, so this is definitely not made for your squeamish vegan type, but your outdoorsy lumberjack man's man type. But when you're in the army, you really don't get a choice. So again, whatever they give you, you eat or you don't eat. So keks and the beef goulash. Yeah, this is a pretty hearty meal. I mean, and this stuff, it sticks to your teeth and gets all down in you, warms you up. So, yeah, I like that. Now, the pepper cracker smells like gingerbread. I think that's exactly what this is. I think it's supposed to be like a sweet or a dessert. But it smells exactly to me like gingerbread. Let's give it a try. I think that's what this is. I think these pepper biscuits or pepper crackers are gingerbread. They're nice and crunchy. They really get that little, yeah, that is really nice. These would, if I'd have known what these were, these would have went perfect with that soup. Just you get that salty and that savory together. Yeah, that would have been nice. Again, our almost double the amount of liquid orange drink. You see, it's still so thick and opaque. Yep, still has that tang taste. Now the dark chocolate. Nice crisp snap. Almost looks perfect. Hasn't been exposed to the heat. Mmm. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Now, if this smorgasbord wasn't enough, remember, we still could have some of our kava bonds or our coffee bonbons left over, because you just snack on these throughout the day whenever you want them or whenever you need that boost of energy. And if these are anything like the other types of these coffee sweets, 4 of these equal kind of about a cup of coffee, right around there. And there is a good amount in here. I've had one. So that would be a cup of coffee, including the one I've already had. That would be a cup of coffee. So you would have essentially 2.5 cups of coffee, because that's the only thing that this ration was lacking, was an actual cup of coffee. Okay, I need to say thank you very much to Asgar on mreinfo.com for helping arrange this awesome ration. Very impressed. I keep getting all these comments. Where do you get your MREs? Where do you get them? If you guys go to mreinfo.com, there are so many good resources and so many good people there that can help you or direct you or trade with you of what you're looking for. I'm still looking for a few things. I'm looking for an Indian ration, and I'm looking for anything from Central or South America. That would be perfect to be able to start doing some of their stuff too. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.